So let me get this straight. The United States bombs Venezuelan soil, lies about it, then kidnaps their leader, and apparently it's their leader that is facing multiple charges. It's really interesting how the logistics of that work. Well, and of course, also, the reasons why, the charges for which President Maduro is facing are all along the same bullshit with the Iraq War. It's the same propaganda that we saw in the early 2000s with Bush. It's the same bullshit, just with Venezuela. And, they're calling Nicolas Maduro a dictator when any sort of economical damage that Venezuela has faced under his regime has been due to U.S. destabilization. I mean, it's the classic U.S. imperialism process at this point. They destabilize a nation's resources and economy and everything else along with it. They then point that destabilization out and call the leader a dictator for it. They then continue bombing that country and then eventually kidnap the leader and eventually replace them with a total puppet. And once again, the establishment is trying to make it seem like Maduro was some unapproved dictator that was just put in by fascism, when in reality, he was democratically elected. Most of Venezuela approved of him, and of course the videos that the establishment media is not showing you are the thousands of Venezuelans that are calling for his return, which far outweighs the amount of Venezuelans that are cheering this on. And 99% of these people that are so thankful that their ruthless dictator is gone are either Venezuelans living in Miami in their mansions, or Venezuelans who are totally puppeted by the CIA. I mean, once again, the same, you saw this with the Iraq War. There were people over there that were cheering this on, and what did we find out? Oh, they were paid off by the CIA. So this is the same bullshit, guys. This is the same regime change operations we've seen that this country has tried to pull for 100 years. And of course he's facing charges in New York, so Mr. Socialist Mamdani is also totally complicit.